Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing this Scrawlrbox. I have no idea what month it's from. I know I just got it, but every time I try and guess what month it's for, I'm wrong. So all I know is that there are some art supplies in this box, and if you're interested in getting your own subscription, I'll have a link in the description where you can check it out. Alright, let's open it up. Ooh, I see purple! Oh, and the candy's peeking out. What the heck is this thing? Oh, is that a sharpener? Oh, good, because I'm always losing my sharpeners. Oh, we got a Scrawlrbox sticker and a list of supplies. So reading about the supplies, the two twin tip markers are supposed to be almost completely odorless. So that's awesome, because sometimes when you get markers, they're very, very stinky. And I like to draw with my face very close to the paper, and I can run into some problems. So these are the twin tip magic markers. This is the... I don't know if you can read that. It's kind of hard to focus, but this is the Palomino Blackwing 602 pencil with the funny looking eraser. This is called the Brass Bullet Sharpener, which kind of looks like a bullet casing there. It's kind of cool. I like the design. It doesn't look like every other sharpener, so that'll be fun to use. The fine liner is the Edding 1800 Profa Pen drawing pen in .1. And the sketchbook, which I already took off the label, is the Silvine A5 Field Sketchbook with 140 GSM. Very textured and fun to draw on. Sweet. Alrighty. And another cool thing about Scrawlrbox is they'll include a prompt word for you to try and use all of the art supplies and draw something using that prompt. So that's what we're going to do. The prompt is starlit, and I've already got a bit of a mental picture of what I want this to look like. So why don't we get into that? I always love that they included chocolate, but I have to refrain from eating them, otherwise you hear it on camera and it's just gross. Alright, let's sharpen the pencil first with our bullet. Actually, we can catch the shavings in here. Isn't that smart? Isn't it smart? Ooh, this is actually a very nice sharpener. You know, sometimes they like slip a little while you're sharpening, like the pencil will slip inside. I am not having any problems. Sharpeners are always a messy business. So we should probably test everything out a little. Yeah, very pencil-y. This is one of the few times that Scrawlrbox has included an eraser, and I appreciate that. Even though I had my kneaded eraser all ready to go. For once in my life, I was ready. Fine liner. Oh, so skinny. I love skinny fine liners. I always try to be very careful when I use a fine liner that's this thin, because you can just chip that little tip off. See how skinny that is? You gotta be careful. I'm not always the most careful, and forgive my nails, they look like poop. Okay, let's try the purple out because that's my favorite color. Ugh. Ooh, that's like a royal purple. It's almost blue. Let's try the pale olive. Ooh, that color scheme is quite pretty. All right, so using these supplies, it is time to draw something, shall we? So I guess we'll start with the pencil. I guess I should zoom out a little. Right now I'm just trying to sort of get an idea. Being very, very simple. Maybe we should turn the head a little bit more. So the prompt word was starlit. So I usually think of like a movie star. A female movie star is the first thing that comes to mind. So I want to really draw something that has like, maybe like a classy, like 1950s, 1940s movie star. Would be kind of fun. I should probably look up some references, but right now I'm just kind of drawing from my head what I kind of am thinking. Like a stupid skinny, I don't know. Not that skinny though, a little too much. Probably some kind of jewelry, because she's got a few bucks to her name. What if the dress, like using this as inspiration here, these have a lot of stars. Oh, look at the freckles or stars. That is awesome. I always wanted to draw a picture where someone had like constellations for freckles. It's probably been done before, but just something I've thought of. But I want to maybe make this dress all stars or something. Oh, I didn't check to see if the ink bled through. Okay, it does bleed through, so. I was wondering if they gave me the sketchbook because it doesn't, but it does. FYI. I wonder if there's a way to make this poofy thing look like a star. Maybe. maybe, but that looks kind of stupid. Oh, she's totally wearing gloves. Yes. Okay, that looks awesome. It's making me very happy. Use this eraser a little bit. I'm not used to having an eraser. Got some more stars. I'm hoping that those could be white and I color in the rest of it, so. I'm gonna cheat, use this kneaded eraser because I only want to lightly erase everything and then add the ink on top. Keep it very simple since this is kind of just supposed to be the pre-sketch. Looking at it though, I think her head's a little small. But that's something we can fix in the final illustration when we get to it. I should probably have triangle boobs, shouldn't I? Kind of messed that up. Should have been thinking about that from the get-go. Another thing I'm learning while I'm doing this thumbnail. It's a very large thumbnail, but it's a practice sketch. And what you learn from it, you can apply to your final sketches. So that's always important. That's kind of what you should do. If you really want to draw something cool, draw it a couple times first. Draw that. Okay. Kind of lost what this hand was supposed to look like, so we might have to go in here and re-sketch it, especially since it's kind of moved. Alright, let's erase this the rest of the way and then see what we're working with. I feel like once I erase this stuff, I might have a better idea. Oh, I didn't draw that line at all. Oops. I really like that one though, so we'll just copy it. Alright, now we have to figure out what colors we want. So, what I'm going to do is just draw a very quick thumbnail up here. Not even really, it doesn't even have to look perfect. Just as long as it's the vague, it's a vague representation. All the basic important shapes should be present. Like any part that you might want to have a certain color has to be there. I feel like drawing her feet. I just feel like it. Okay, whatever. So we can try out a color scheme here, and if we hate it, we know not to use it on this. I just realized these two colors are like the same colors on this candy. It's kind of hard to make them look like stars, especially when it's this small. And I guess the gloves would be the olive color, maybe. Should probably mix these colors and see what I get. Okay, they lied. There is a smell to these markers, by the way. I'm smelling it. It's almost fruity. They said it's very non-toxic, so should I believe that part? This isn't really tickling my fancy. I don't know if the colors are just too dark. You can also use the pencil maybe for some shading. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I need to restart. I just don't care for this one at all. I mean, I don't hate the way it looks, I just don't know how to use it with these colors. Because these colors are very dark, and I've talked about this a lot, but I like pastel markers because they're just safer, you know? You can build them up and the color's not too dark. But this is dangerous. Because once you put that color down, there's no fixing it afterwards. You can't like finagle anything. You're stuck with it. I've kind of just been playing around with this pencil because I'm too scared to try anything else. The other thing I could do is just take, let's see, if I draw some stars back here. And then I just fill in the background with a color. This could be an idea. It's an idea, but I mean, I don't know if it's a good one. Let's move this stuff. Let's try that out. Oh, too bad. It looks like a star. Not sure how I feel about this. I do have to admit, these are the best stars I've drawn in a very long time. Probably ever. Usually my stars are awful. See, there's always something positive you can think about. Even when the art's not turning out too great. Alright, how do I feel about this? Meh. Meh. Ooh, that went through onto the other page. Oops, should have been paying a little more attention. And I also seem to have drawn on the desk. Oops. Yeah, let's add some color. Let's add this olive color for her gloves. Having a little bit more difficulty with this chisel for some reason. I've used the Ohu chisels all the time, and I feel like I get a more even coat. Maybe I just have more experience with them. That's also a possibility. What are the color of her lips in this color? It's kind of a gross color, but how does that look? Looks pretty dumb. Really not feeling this. We should try again. Just since this page is already kind of messed up, I'm going to do something really quick and see what happens. I'm just kind of sketching out something. I just kind of want to throw the color on and see what happens. Try and keep thin features because I think that was more the rage in the 40s and 50s-ish. 50s, I think things started getting a lot plumper, but in the 40s, I feel like they had like eyebrows that were just almost non-existent. Just draw a little star in her eye. There you go. I still smell that marker. Not sure how I feel about that smell. Not really talking much. Mostly because I'm just sort of in autopilot right now because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of trying to be a little bit more abstract, maybe? I like the idea of this scarf, so maybe I'll add like a tiny, like ascot-sized one. I don't know if it'll be obvious that that is. Just inspired by it. Guess the rest of her neck would be back here, wouldn't it? What if we go with like some Audrey bangs? No, don't love that. Don't, I'm not feeling it. I think I'll kind of go with the same hair I had drawn there. Kind of cute. I like that one. And just cut out this weird wrinkle part. There we go. Look at that. Look at our little starlet. I'm getting lead all over my desk, but it's worth it. The star's kind of getting in the way. I feel like it's causing some issues. Because it's making her neck look like it's this thick, which may be anatomically correct, but it's not really what I want it to look like. Not a very 1940s style nose. I feel like the movie stars had really pointy, thin noses. I don't know where I'm getting that from. Not looking at a reference for that specifically, so I don't know why am I thinking that. But she looks very pretty. It may not be what I wanted to draw, but I mean, still looks gorgeous. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. I don't know how I stumbled upon that one. Kind of wanted to, like, I don't know, be like Halo. I don't know. Ooh, now she's got a bit of like a I know more than you do look. Well, what if I had another star right here? Maybe that'll distract from this tangent right there. Let's see what we got. And it kind of looks like it's her earring, so it's kind of cool, man. I like that better, yeah. And I like that there's 3 stars, because 3 is my favorite number. And then colors where I destroy everything. Ooh, that could be cute if it's white, so don't even put color on the scarf. Just use the ink from the fine liner to do these stars. That could be good. Then add more texture. Make it look more like a fabric. I feel like the stars are a little too perfectly organized, so I feel like I need to start twisting them because they're just look too perfect, and I don't like that. It's kind of distracting. The problem with the stars, if you twist it too much, it's just gonna look like it's in the same angle as the other stars because of the 5 points of the star. All right, let's erase the pencil underneath this and hopefully we can get a better idea of what it looks like. Gotta be very careful we don't catch the lip of this and bend the whole thing. Done that many times. Happens to everyone. Oh, I almost did it. There we go. Looks pretty good. Kind of like that. I like that there's some that are filled in all the way and some that aren't. I feel like it adds some texture and organicness. Let's finish drawing these stars here, since those are pretty simple. Man, I'm really regretting doing this on the page that had that bleeding. Oh well. Whoops. We're gonna add stripes. What if she's wearing a striped gown? What? I don't know. Anatomy's a little fishy down here, but it's not the main focus of the drawing, so we won't be too worried about that. Definitely could use some cleanup. Like the lines around here are very wide, and I could just look a little bit more self-obsessed every minute. Look at that. Yes, yes, perfect. Man, I really need to add color, and I'm scared. Very scared to add the color. And that star is like jamming into her head. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, there's like a lot of cleanup that needs to be done here for this to be a finished drawing, but I really like the sketch. Like I like it more than that. Yeah. One eye is a little bit off kilter, but I'm not sure I can fix that easily without making this look really weird. Maybe that? Did that help at all, or did that make it worse? Questions what I'm always asking myself. Like this olive color is not orangey enough for what I want, and this purple color is too blue for what I want. So I'm just struggling here. Struggling. And I guess I can just color those stars, but like look how dark this color is, and there's no getting lighter. And if I just throw that on there, it's gonna look dumb. You know what? I'm just going to fill the background with this color. Uh-oh. That's never a good sign. I feel like this color, because it's a bit like, it's like a bronze, like it's olive green, I know, but what? It's pale olive. But it has like a bronze tint to it, you know? And I feel like that'll look good with her classiciness. You know, it's just like an oldie color, kind of like a, something has been old, like, you know when something gets old and the color changes, kind of deteriorates a bit. I feel like that's this color in a marker. The marker is that color. It's like a deteriorated photo color. Use the purple and just add little highlights of some kind. I mean, they're not gonna be highlights because they're so dark, but I might be able to do something around here. What if I only do this one star? Is that weird? Let's go for it. Oh, no, I regret it. Smaller spaces are definitely easier to color without streaking. Huh, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about this? That is a good question. Ooh, with the blue, well, the purple, this is looking a lot more gold than I remember. I could maybe do her lips in the purple. I mean, why not? I already have an image of this, so if I want to save it. Decided to just line the bottom lip. Let's get rid of all this. Oh, I saw a trick. Oh my gosh, I saw Hello Alice do this. I think she might have saved my life. So what I'm supposed to do is draw. If I take this purple color, draw the crap out of this. Add a smidge of this. And grab a paintbrush. And that should make the color significantly lighter, I would think. So I can color it in here. Oh, yes. Thank you, Hello Alice. I wonder if I can use this for like blush. Ooh, it's a little uneven, but actually with this color I could just keep going probably. Give her some purple skin. Why not? This brush is kind of on its way out, so that might not be helping at all, but... Ooh, a little dark. A little dark. So yeah, I saw Hello Alice do this. She had rubbing alcohol. She mixed it with her marker when she was doing like, I think it was the 3 marker challenge. And she's able to get, you know, more tones out of it. And oh my gosh, this was the lifesaver. Definitely recommend anyone go subscribe to her. She just saved my life, so yeah. The smell's not awesome, but you can't expect much out of rubbing alcohol. She's looking very blue and zombie. But I'm learning here. This is all learning experience. But I'm really happy with the fact that this is a more pastel color. And I feel like I have more control. I don't have a ton of control, but I have more control. And that's what I wanted, you know? She looks very cold. Maybe I should shade everything in this color. Then it'll look like maybe it's just a grayscale photo. A purple scale photo. I'm having a lot of fun with this because I've never done anything like this with a marker and a paintbrush. What? Whenever it comes to like traditional art, I'm always experimenting because it's really not my forte. So whenever something turns out and doesn't look, you know, completely like poo-poo, I can't really complain, you know? I wonder what happens if I take some of this rubbing alcohol and start blending this. I think I'm just using the wrong kind of paintbrush, really. Will that help get rid of some of these streakies? Or will it just make it look worse? It looks worse, okay. Yeah, good to know. See, learning. Gotta add some more contrast, because now that I've gone over it with all the blue, it's a little bit more muted. So I just want to make some more contrast here. Make her eyelashes really stand out, because that's some of my favorite elements of this girl's face, so they look a little bit muted. Yeah, that's looking cool. Okay, and then maybe I can go over this again. It's looking kind of cool. I'm actually, I don't know, I'm getting really excited about this. And I want to do the hair too, maybe. I guess this ear. This is kind of turning out cute. A little more shading down there. Just go full out. She kind of looks like a Barbie, her eyes. There we go. How's that? Face is still a little bit bluer than everything else, but I would have liked if her face was a little bit lighter like this, but from doing that I learned how to do this, so it's kind of impossible to have learned to do it before I've done it, so that's a lesson. Yeah, this is really, really cute. It's getting really, really dark, so I'm gonna have to quit here. So I don't even know if you can see anything, but I really am happy with this. I learned a lot, and this was really, really fun. So yeah, there's my starlet. Look at her. I ruined that, but learned in the process, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to get your own Scrawlrbox, you can check the link in the description. Yeah, thank you so much, Scrawlrbox, for sending me this box. It was really, really fun to unbox and use all the art supplies. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next week, and I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye. Got dirty. Ugh.